Yo, Nakama, how is it going? It is your boy Cozy coming at you with our OP17 pre-release guide. Now, OP17's release event is kicking off starting August 21st, going all the way through until September 13th, and this one is bigger than usual. It's the game's 4th anniversary set, and that means extra promos, bigger prize pool at a lot of shops, and honestly, one of the most exciting card pools we've seen in a very long time in a sealed format. In this video, we're breaking down everything you need to know before you sit down at that table. I'm breaking down what you're getting, how sealed works, which leaders to grab, and exactly what to prioritize when you're building your deck on the spot. So let's get into it. Looking at what we are getting for promos, ideally it's going to be run at Bandai stores and local game shops nationwide from August 21st through September 13th. Exact dates depend on your shop, so make sure you check that Bandai TCG Plus app and call ahead. Now, some regions have been selling out fast. This is a 4th anniversary event, so the window's wider than a normal release, and don't be surprised if a store still runs one after that set's technically out. Now, this can be run as either sealed or constructed, and this guide is going to 100% talk about sealed. So, what exactly are you getting for participating? First, you're getting a promo pack, which cycles the 4th anniversary stamped Rainbow Luffy leader, which most shops will have you build around this one because it is the 4th anniversary. They're going to want you to use the promo that you get from them, so on and so forth. A Straw Hat themed Dawn card pair, which is the Zoro and the Luffy, part of a new set of 10 being rolled out across multiple pre-releases for the foreseeable future. 6 OP17 booster packs, and a pre-release pack with a couple of anniversary stamped commons and uncommons. Now, if you win, you're going to get the stamped foil winner promo, and historically these run well above the non-stamped version, and some winner stamps have sold for $10 to $20, but if it's like anything from the last release event, OP16, you're going to be looking at $150, $200 plus for this winner stamped Luffy projected. Now, that result may vary depending on what the market looks like for this Luffy after pre-releases start rolling out. Now, manga cards exist in this set too. They are very rare pools, and shout out to everyone in the cult who will be pulling one, because I know you guys will. And if you get lucky, there's an extra bonus on top of everything else. Now, important to note, please confirm your spot with the shop directly, and don't rely on the app alone to make sure you have a spot guaranteed in your pre-release. Now, if this is your first pre-release you're ever doing for the One Piece card game, I want to say welcome. You're going to be experiencing a whole new format when it comes to One Piece rather than a constructed. You're going to be looking at sealed. Now, here's your checklist. First thing you want to bring are sleeves, so you can protect whatever you pull and to make your deck. Now, keep in mind, a sealed event only has 40 cards, so I would still bring your full 50 just in case you pull some rare stuff, and so you have some extra sleeves in case they rip. You want to bring a playmat, so that way you can continue to protect your cards. Bring some dice so you can determine turn order, tracking power, or cost changes. Bring 10 Dawn cards because shops may have loaners, or you can proxy with face down cards, but I always bring a set of Dawn just so that way I can make sure that I'm playing the game to its fullest content. And then you want to bring somewhere between $35 and $45 for your pre-release event. It depends on the shop. A lot of them are running them at $35. I have seen some on my Bandai app that are going for $45 a spot. So you just want to make sure you have enough money on hand so you can continue playing in your event. So, looking at sealed rules. So how exactly does the sealed format work in the One Piece card game? You're going to open 6 packs, build a 40-card deck, and now keep in mind, there is no color restriction, and there is no 4-copy limit. So if you pull 5 of a card, all 5 can go in. Anything you don't play becomes your sideboard, and you can swap cards between rounds, just not in the middle of the game. And if you misread a card, fix it before round 2. Ideally, you want to start looking at what leaders you want to play or take with you during this pre-release event. Now, most shops lock everyone into the Rainbow Luffy promo from the participation pack, and he's treated as having every name, attribute, and type, so nearly every card in your pool will function with him, even if the effect isn't always the best. Now, watch for the trap cards, especially anything that says if your leader is monocolored, it will not trigger off of Rainbow Luffy, so specifically that Newgate card that everyone loves for Ace is not going to work here. But if your shop lets you pick your own leader, here's what to look at. Red Sanji has been the sealed gold standard for a while. Gives free rush on anything 8 cost or less without an on-play effect, so it's just basically good. The downside, a lot of this set's strongest characters already come in with on-plays, so you lose a lot of value with rush. Mihawk is a sleeper pick, especially if the room is full of Rainbow Luffy players. He picks up an extra attribute synergy, and his kit is just solid on its own. From the new set itself, Shanks plays like an upgraded Bonnie. Newgate turns dead cards into a repeatable power buff. And Kaido scales hard if you can hit ramp and boss monster pools. Just know his leader effect doesn't come online until 10 Dawn, and games don't always get there. Rox is a non-starter for sealed. Linlin is weaker in constructed since you won't consistently hit trigger conditions, but she's got a real stall potential if you can successfully build around her. Now, there's a formula I use for every single one of my sealed events, and it's never let me down so far. So, ideally, you want to look at 10 2K counters, 10 blockers, 10 vanilla or vanilla-like cards, 5 removal or card draw, and then 5 boss or finisher characters. So 2K counters are nearly auto-include, and you want to include all, if not as much as possible. Now, this set runs slightly above average on count, so you'll likely be trimming rather than scraping for them. Blockers are just the way they go in. I would do the same thing with the 2K counters. Fit as many blockers as you can. And the versatility to attack or hold the line is too valuable to pass on. Just don't get complacent, because several cards in OP17 can rest, bounce, or flat out ignore blockers, so don't assume you're safe. True vanillas, for the first time ever, do not exist in this set. Every stat line filler now comes with at least a minor effect attached, which is why it's our vanilla-like characters that we want to look at. These fill the same curve role as vanillas, and there's a healthy number of them in this set. You want to prioritize these over counter cards when you need bodies, so you can save your actual counter cards in hand for defense. Looking at removal, they are rarer than blockers, but this set has some of the best removal events in a long time. Anything that can go 2 for 1 on an opponent's board for a reasonable Dawn cost should automatically be cut. So what do you want to really remove from your sealed list? You want to remove searchers. You want to narrow combo pieces that need specific archetype support you may not have pulled, and critically, too many bricks. A brick is any card with no counter, and this set has a lot of powerful bricks, especially in blue. So balancing brick count against your ability to defend is the real skill test in this format. Next, I want to look at the top picks and MVP cards of this set. So big power swing cards that push your leader or a character to an unswingable number late game is what we want to look at. Rush characters that double as board control, trading a hand card to knock down an opponent's blocker while still getting your damage in. The set's efficient removal events. 2 rested 6 cost or less characters gone for a reasonable Dawn cost is one of the best rates we've ever seen in the game. The 9 to 10 cost slot is stacked in this set with banish effects, tempo swings, boss stats across the board, and if you pull one, it's almost certainly making it in your final 40. And then the full run of 10, 12 cost bombs at the top end of your curve, every single one is a genuine game winner if you can hit your cost curves. So some general sealed strategies that I have experienced in my time in the One Piece card game, I want to walk you through them. First, you want to count your curve. More odd cost cards in your 40, generally you want to go first. More even cost, you want to go second. In my experience, I love going first in my sealed events because I can put on aggression and I can start playing things at tempo. You want to play your biggest brick-free body each turn first. So you save your actual counter cards in your hand for defense. Don't drop to 0 life carelessly because this set has multiple ways to grant unblockable. So a safe board with blockers isn't a guarantee anymore. So match your swings plus 2k over when you're attacking into your swings when you're committing Dawn. Don't overcommit more than 2 cards to protect a single attack unless it's for lethal or you know you're clearing their board next turn. Save your best cards for the kill, not just to survive one additional turn. That is everything that I wanted to go over in this OP17 pre-release guide. I know it was a lot of condensed information, but I wanted to make sure I got this out to you guys as soon as possible so you could start prepping for OP17. And I cannot wait to see what people are pulling. I can't wait to hear what you guys talk about in the Discord and in the comments down below of what you pulled during your OP17 release events and what you're pulling if you're buying boxes. So I have a question of the day for you guys. What is your most excited card to see in OP17? Let me know down in the comments below because I want to answer every single one of you guys. And if you enjoyed this video or you found it super helpful in some way, let me know by liking this video, subscribing to the channel because it costs nothing to do and it helps the channel out a ton. And make sure you ring that notification bell so you don't miss the next upload. And until next time, you guys, may your packs be blessed and peace and love, Nakama.
Thanks for riding with the vibe. Cozy games every time.